Are you tired of sending mails, text messages, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn messages, and people don't respond to you? You are not alone. Most people that I meet, they complain about the low response rate when trying to reach customers, suppliers, banking people, even friends today. I want to share with you a few ways of increasing your response rate. They should be around 20 to 30%, unless you are very attractive or highly in demand, to a level of 70 to 90%. And also, I want to share why it's just becoming harder to reach people like yourself and myself in this short sales hack. My name is Jens Edgren, and I'm the CEO of Solution Selling here in the Nordics. I've been traveling the world for the last 33 years, training salespeople on high-tech and IT companies to achieve one thing, to get the big yes, to get the contract. But I'm also selling. So actually today we lost a major business, and I can tell you, these people on the other side, they were very difficult to reach. So I had to pull out the trick to get them talking to me that I'm going to share with you today. Now, first, why is it becoming more and more difficult to get hold of people? Well, the first thing is that despite that there are so many channels today, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, LinkedIn, some people use Slack even, there's text messaging, there's the phone, of course, of course we got the old classic email. Well, my conclusion is that we are simply overloaded with people who wants to get our attention. Every day I get 10 to 15 to 50 emails. Check this, read this, act on this. I got 5 cell phone calls from salespeople today. I got another 10 emails from other salespeople today that wants to get my attention. And when my system is overloaded with all these requests for attention, I simply turn off. So how to get my attention and how to get your attention? Another thing here is that salespeople have been trained for years and decades, just like people like myself, and still are actually, to ask open-ended and closed questions where the obvious answer is yes. Do you have time to talk? Yes. Can I show you my product? Yes. Can I book a meeting with you? Yes. And we are so used to answering yes questions that this simply doesn't mean anything for us. And some of my dear friends, they're out trying to date girls and boys. And they also complain about these Tinder dates that just simply seems to disappear. And before I show you my sales hack, I want to tell you a really sad story. One of my absolutely best friends, he connected with this fantastic girl on Tinder, you all know that dating site, and they started a conversation, and he just felt that he wanted to give some of his inner thoughts, and he wrote to her that, well, I'm happy that we can have this conversation, because some of the conversation I had over the last month, you just simply end with the other person, go away in a blink. And guess what happened? She was gone just like that. So it can be, it's life. So let's go to the hack here and let's see how we can change things and how we can do things differently, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of slides crafted together here. And the first thing is that we want to increase our hit rate, our response rate on outgoing emails, texts, messages, etc., to a level where we at least reach 70%. If we don't reach that level, something else is wrong, okay? And you can write this message any way you want, it will not help. something wrong with the relationship or the topic or, you know, whatever, right? So here's a typical email that you will see, right? I got this email the other day. Here's a copy on my mailbox. You see there's a lot of outgoing emails. So I've been sending these type of emails myself for many years. Hi, Jens. I just want to get back in touch. I'd like to give you feedback to reconcile your thoughts on taking up the dialogue around our system. I talked to this girl in December, right? Remember her. Now it's a new year, new quarter, and even a new month. Yes, that was a good one. Since I think you are always on the move, it will be fun to talk further and see if we can land in a rewarding collaboration together. Isn't that cheerful? I'll be happy to hit you a ping next week on Monday so we can talk a little. Have an awesome time, salesperson X. Now, when I read this mail, you know, first of all, thank you so much, dear salesperson, to take the time to reach out to me. Say, what is she? It's a girl. What does she really want? And if I give her that time, what's going to happen to me? And how much time are we talking about? And what is the real commitment here at stake? So I get a little bit worried here what she really wants. So my initial reaction is to withdraw. And I got a ton of these emails. You know what? I never respond to those. I apologize to the world. I really should respond, but I'm actually not doing that. And you know what? When I write emails, texts, whatever, to my closest friends, my closest customers, they don't respond either. And that actually leads me to what is the hack here? Yeah, what to do different? Well, you see, buyers and sellers, you know, we have different interests. And somehow buyers, the person that you want to get hold of, their day is full. And they will only react if they feel they are missing something. Because in our nervous system, in our wiring, we are more afraid of losing than we are willing to risk winning. And there's a few mind games you can do to try this in reality. Let's go to the hack. Okay. So here's a few examples that I used last week. Let's take the one here. Okay, let's take the one here. So here's the one. All right. So there's a guy, let's call him Peter. He reaches out to me on LinkedIn and says, hi, Jens. You know, we are looking to hire you to deliver a workshop for our international sales team. And I'd like to talk to you about this. Could you spare a moment? Since I'm a seller delivering sales training, I know this guy since many years. Of course, I'm happy to do a business with an old customer. So I immediately answer, sure, when can we talk? Now, to my surprise, nothing happens for 2 weeks. So what I do is simply, I use a law called loss aversion. And I simply write to him, have you given up talking to me? Have you given up, it's a question, on talking to me? And I send this in the morning, 11:25. Later that night, he responds, hi, Jens, absolutely not. Sorry, I believe I missed your call. Could we have a new try late next week? I'm really looking forward to catch up with you. So absolutely not is the answer. Have you given up? Absolutely not. Here's another one that I also, here's a girl, a lady I tried to reach. She actually wanted to talk with us about sales certification. We are one of the top 5 companies in the world who can certify international salespeople with a solution selling diploma. So she reached out to us and say, hi, we are looking to certify some of our salespeople. Could you be our go-to company to do that? Sure can. Happy to. And then we were supposed to have a meeting. She canceled the meeting because of day before Christmas, I understand that. And then silence, right? Like in the church on the day after Christmas Day. So what to do? I tried the traditional way, no response. And then I wrote to her, hi, Christine, have you given up on self-certification? We have not. We have not given up on self-certification. Here's the situation. She responds, as you can see, a few hours the same day. So here are two examples where I reach out with a negative question. Have you given up on? They both respond the same day, a few hours later. So my personal response rate on these type of mails, questions, texts, etc., is nearly 80%. Of course, some will not respond. That's life, right? But most people feel they are missing something. And of course, if they don't respond, you stop chasing them and say, you know, have a great day and I'll go do something else. Here's another few examples. Have you given up on, you know, automate your system? Have you given up on acquiring us as a customer? Have you given up on getting to know me? That's a Tinder one. Have you lost track of my contact information, right? Or have you stopped looking for whatever you were, you know, talking about them looking for? Have you? So it's actually a closed question that ends negative. And the obvious answer is not yes, it's actually no. No, I haven't stopped looking for an automated system. No, I haven't been stopped searching for a new vendor. No, I really like to get to know you. And actually, no, my dear friend, Dick, you know, I want to really hang out with you this weekend. So what can we do? So what's the secret here? Well, the secret is simply to ask a no-oriented question that will trigger a feeling of loss. Now, is this manipulation? Well, in a way it is, right? But it's also a fair question, because let's say you're out on a dating tour, you want to meet a nice person, and you have a conversation, and it suddenly ends, you know, you don't know what to do. Should I move to someone else, or should I wait and see what happens? Then you write to the person, have you given up on getting to know me? And if you get, no, absolutely not, I would love to go on a date, then you know you're still in the game. If you hear nothing, you know it's over, to go to something else. But I'd like you to take massive action now. I'd like you to share this information with your sales colleagues, with your friends. If you're in the buying community, share it with you know, the other buyers. If you're in management and recruiting, you know, and you want to talk to that candidate and say, have you given up on working with us? Have you given up on searching a new job? Or have you given up on our negotiation? You know, you're going to trigger a loss response. And most likely see that your hit rate on follow-up emails will go up through the roof. All right. So this is, you know, this is one of the most, you know, let's say sought after sales hack. And we're going to continue share other sales hack with you. So, you know, one advice, try it out yourself, share it with a friend, see what happens, have some fun. If it doesn't work for you, change the word, find another meaning, and just keep following us on Solution Selling Sales Hack channel. And this video, you know, after the live show here today, is going to be available on our community to a simple price of $1 US. So if you want to review this video again, you go to the link below the video and you can buy this video for amount of $1. Just imagine how much time you can save if your response rates on critical follow-up emails went from 10, 30, 40% to 70, 80, maybe even 90%. And in my examples, I showed that the people I was trying to reach, they responded 8 to 10 hours later, the same day. You know, it makes my life so much easier. They don't trust me, trust yourself, trust your ability to try something new. And I'd like you to take massive action, have lots of fun, and we're going to see each other soon again.